2018 Ford Edge. And this is Great Grandma going to show you how an old lady like me will change my air filter in my 2018 Ford Edge SEL. There is the air filter cover, and you'll see these two clips down here. There are 3 clips on the back that hold it down. We need no tools. We do need a new air filter, which I happen to have right here. Fram, extra guard, 2 times engine protection. That's the part number. And those are some other numbers. That's what the inner side of my filter looks like. A Motorcraft one has like a bead of adhesive down here and here to kind of hold it together. Mine doesn't have that. So mine's a little bit crooked, but once it gets inside there and that lid presses down on it, it will be flat, just like all the other ones. You're going to hear the sounds of my neighborhood. I apologize. It's the time that everybody's getting home, so who knows what we're going to hear. Hopefully we don't hear any gunshots. I'm not kidding. I heard some yesterday. Now, first thing you want to make sure is there's no dirt on top of there. There's some dust. I'm going to go get a vacuum. I'll be right back. You don't want that dust getting inside. So, you know, when men do housework, they do it a little different than women do sometimes. So when women do car work, we use things from the house. So this is my shark. Normally it does my floors. I can feel the 3 clips on the back, so I'm going to kind of wiggle it so I can get it open. Let me take my light and check why it's not opening. I can feel this clip. I don't need to take it off, I just need it to release. Maybe we're going to watch me break the car. Who knows? I'm really good at that. I can feel the 3 clips. No tools needed, eh? Okay, so I got it off by pulling it this way a little bit. It takes it out away from those clips. You can see the clips right there. 1, 2, 3. It's probably going to be a little tough to get it back on. I'm not going to move it much. You can see the old one's nice and flat, but that's because it presses down on it. I'm always curious, how dirty did this thing get? Now this is the other type that has like Fluffy stuff on the front, and oh my gosh, there's a bug. Dead bugs. Dead bugs, dirt, filth, you name it. This is Ford changing my oil several times and never saying a word to me that this thing might need to be cleaned. Oh man, we gotta get this out of the house. No wonder my gas mileage was going down. Now I'm afraid to look inside. Let's see what's inside there. It's probably a whole beehive. It's definitely full of crud. I'm trying to get the light down in there for you. That's what you don't want to see, a bunch of stuff in there. So, Shark is going to pull it out. And since they only have two hands, one's holding the flashlight, one's holding the camera, stand by. Come on, Shark, do your work. Okay, now we're clean. Oh, I thought that was a bug. We're as clean as we're going to get. I don't want to keep looking and find a horrible bug. It's a little bit of dust there. We're going to ignore that. I'm trying to learn how to be a little less detail-oriented in my old age. Trying to let it slide, let it fly. Okay, here goes the moment of truth. Taking a crooked one, setting it in there, right in the groove. I'm going to change this way sooner than it was. I'm going to write on my calendar what I did today. I'm going to change this a lot sooner because obviously that's probably the dirtiest air filter I have seen on the internet. Let me check the clips. The filter needs to go down into the groove a little bit. Otherwise, the clips are going to not catch. So I'm pressing the filter edges down below the level of this thing. It goes down pretty good and then stays there. Maybe. This corner wants to flip up. But of course you can't use glue or anything. I'm going to get a little screwdriver just a minute. I'm going to push the clip down a little bit. My husband passed away, but he said I could use his tools, so there's that. Now I'm pressing on the filter a little bit because this corner wants to pop up. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do a tilt. Because you definitely want this to be sealed. That one's down. The right side is down. I might have to buy another filter. Oh my gosh. I've had it sitting around too long, obviously. Too much going on. Wow, I feel like a real mechanic here. I had to get rough with it. I had to push down really hard right there and go, oh, and then I made it. Then both of those clips, which you can't see because they didn't want to focus, both of those clips went under where they're supposed to be. Now I just have to pop these two on. I'm using my husband's phone, even though it doesn't have service, for the light because I couldn't find one of our normal flashlights. Nothing is where it belongs. So I'm supposed to press on the middle of these clips. I also don't have hand and finger strength, but we got it now. We got it now. It's tight. Clean, tight, fresh. There's a lot of leaves in here. There's a lot of little leaves right in here. Something sprayed on my windshield. I cannot get it off. In fact, that's like the leftover of it. I have no idea. I've even had my friends who are expert cleaners, house cleaners, and they cannot get it off. That's the antifreeze. There's the windshield washer cleaner. I sprayed all that out just trying to get rid of whatever was in there, but nothing will clean that window. I'll show you what I've tried. Tried that. Okay. I wish I could show you the fix that I need to do on this car. And that is the back hatch won't open. But as soon as I'm able to, you may be able to see that happening too. Don't hold your breath though. There's the battery. Ford has messed up my car. They messed up something on my battery holder. See that thing down there? The last time, and they've had to change this battery several times. The last time they changed my battery, they just left that off. It was inside of my car, in the console. When they worked on my brakes, they did not disengage the emergency brake. So they broke the switch and they said they cannot fix it. They're such liars. I'm going to try a different Ford dealer, but they'll probably say we didn't do that work. Talk to the man. You see my little flashlight? My husband's phone. I'm going to show you my gas mileage right now. I think it's at 21 something. I've rented a Ford Expedition that got like 28 miles of the gallon, so this is probably why. Okay, it's going to get loud. Car doesn't work anymore. What is supposed to happen? I'll bet I know. You probably cannot remote start a car with the hood open. So we'll be right back. Oh, by the way, if there are any women watching this, which I do recommend. Why is it being blurry? Anyhow, this is how you close the hood of a Ford Edge. You don't do anything special. You're going to have to get a little tough with it. You're going to go, and it's closed. Now, I'm going to show you how to open it. You go into the car to open the hood. And you look right here and you say, oh, there's a little pad missing down there. But now I have some clips, so I'm going to replace that later. I kept the pad. I've been having it in a box for months. But you take a little handle down here. There's no light. Okay. Ooh, nice and dirty. Okay. You pull this little handle toward you, and that. Now all that did was pop it up just a touch. You lift it a little bit, and you lick under there. Anything yellow is usually okay to touch for just regular people. So I pull it towards me and it does nothing. So now I'm pushing on it. Now I'm turning it to the left side, and that's how that unlocked it, by going like that. You just stick your finger in and go like that. That's how I do things. I just keep doing it until it works. I'm in hot Florida. It's so hot. The sweat is dripping off my head. Sorry about that. That's all the things that this car needs. The Freon, how much oil, gas, and all those little things like that. Back to closing it. Let's try to turn it on now. Hey, it runs. What I'm going to do, I'm going to update in 1,000 miles. What's going on? See, washer fluid low. That's because I drained it all. I sprayed it all out of there to try to get whatever that is in there. My door is jarred open. Here's my fuel economy right now with that cruddy, dirty filter that Ford, who I saw and did an oil change and a checkup, a 90-point checkup, or was it a 40-point? Any kind of point that they checked, they did not check that air filter. Obviously. That was only about 2 weeks ago, okay? Naughty, naughty, naughty Ford. 21.8. Okay, I'm not going to keep running it in the garage. I don't want to die. 145,000 miles. Because it's so hot in Florida, on Saturday I'm going to go see my husband. So he's at the VA cemetery. I'm putting a flag in there for him, a fresh flag, and some fresh water for me. I'm going to bring my friend her dolly back. That's her husband's dolly. See, we're allowed to use stuff that our husbands let us use. Her husband passed away too. I wanted you to see my mechanic hands, my mechanic dust. I mean, I just took a shower an hour ago. All the sweat dripping down. It's bad. I'm a mechanic now. Great grandma mechanic.